In this video, we will discuss the Fehling test. This test was developed by German scientist H.C. von Fehling, and because of his name, it is also known as a Fehling test. Fehling test consists of solution that is usually prepared fresh in the laboratories. There are two types of Fehling solution, Fehling A and Fehling B. These solution exist in form of two separate solution. We always keep these two solutions separately. Now the question arises, what is Fehling A? So Fehling A is a solution containing copper sulfate, which is blue in color. And what is Fehling B? It is a clear liquid consisting of potassium sodium tartrate. So this is the formula here, potassium sodium tartrate. This whole is a tartaric acid, and when we replace these H by Na and Ka, it become potassium sodium tartrate, and it is dissolved in strong alkali like NaOH. So this is the most important Viva question. Out of A and B, which one is blue in color? So Fehling A is blue in color because it contains copper 2 sulfate. And what is Fehling B? It is a clear liquid. What does it contain? It contains a Rochelle salt. What is Rochelle salt? It is sodium potassium tartrate. Now the next important question, that is, during the test, solution of A and B are prepared individually and stored. We never mixed in journal. We are using these two separate solution because when we combine these two solution, a copper tartrate complex is formed which is deep blue in color, and it is quickly degrade and hence will not give the effective detection. Therefore, we never keep these two solution mixed with each other. We only used it just before the test. So let's perform this test in a lab. For this we required Fehling A and the Fehling B solution. As you can see, these are two separate bottles. So the bottle which contain the blue color liquid is the Fehling A solution, and the second bottle is of the Fehling B. So first of all, take the Fehling A in a test tube. Now this is a blue color solution, light blue color. And the next step is to add equal amount of Fehling B into it. Now a complex of deep blue color is formed. So now this solution is deep blue color complex. Now in this complex we will add our organic compound. Now for example, if we have to detect, then this is an aliphatic aldehyde. So we will pour this Fehling A and B mixture into this aldehyde, and we will heat this mixture over the water bath. Now this is very important question, why we are not directly heating this compound? Because aldehydes are highly flammable. So if we heat this mixture directly, it may catches fire. So in order to avoid this accident, we heat it over a water bath. So after heating for 4 to 5 minutes, a red color precipitate is formed, which confirms that aldehyde is present in it. That is, if a compound is a reducing sugar or an aliphatic aldehyde, it will give a positive Fehling test. That is, solution form a red color precipitate in it. As you can see at the base of it, there is a red color precipitate which is formed, which confirms the presence of aldehyde in it. Now if we discuss the reaction involved in this case, the first one is the Fehling A solution, which is blue in color, that is CuSO4 dissolved in NaOH forming CuOH whole twice. Now the second one is the, we can say, reaction between the Fehling A solution and the Fehling B solution. This is sodium potassium tartrate, that is Rochelle salt. This whole is a Rochelle salt. So it reacts with copper hydroxide and forming this deep blue color complex. So what happened in this case, this OH and H will release the water out of it, and then it will form this deep blue color complex. Now when in this complex we add aldehyde and heat this mixture in a water bath, then red color precipitate of Cu2O is formed. So this is a very important question. or we can say reaction, what happened when Fehling solution is added into an aldehyde. Then a red precipitate is formed and the oxidation of aldehyde into the corresponding carboxylic acid will takes place. So these three reactions are really very important. First one is the Fehling A solution. Second, this third reaction is reaction between Fehling A and Fehling B. It form a deep blue color complex. So what is the formula of the deep blue color complex? You must learn this complex, and this is the final equation, that when in this deep blue color complex we add aldehyde and heat it in water bath, then with passage of time a red precipitate is formed. So this is the procedure which we have followed, that is, in the dry test tube we have taken the sample, then Fehling solution is added in that test tube and that is heated in a water bath, and at the end of the heating a red precipitate is formed which shows that aldehyde or a reducing sugar is present in it, and when it remains no change, then the result is negative. Now next is the application of the Fehling test. It helps in distinction between the different functional group. Now for example, it helps to distinguish between the reducing and the non-reducing sugar. In case of reducing sugar, it will reduce this solution, we can say there will be change in color or formation of red precipitate will take place. Similarly, in case of aliphatic and aromatic aldehyde, only aliphatic aldehyde will give the positive Fehling test and not the aromatic. Similarly, in between aldehyde and ketone, aliphatic aldehyde will give the positive Fehling test, whereas ketone will not react in this case, or there will be no change in case of ketone. Now the next question arises, why aromatic aldehyde gives negative Fehling test? So in case of aromatic aldehyde, for example, when benzene is attached to this group, that is CHO, this is an aromatic aldehyde. So due to resonance, this carbonyl group acquire a partial double bond character with the benzene ring. As we know, this carbon can acquire this partial double bond character, due to which now this bond will become very strong and hence it is not easily oxidized by the Fehling solution. So for example, oxidizing agent like Cu2 plus are unable to break the bond so that aldehydes are unable to show the Fehling test. That is, aromatic aldehyde will not give a positive Fehling test.